The touch that changed everything, Jesus and the woman with the issue of blood. Imagine living with a sickness for 12 long years. Every day, feeling weaker. Every year, watching hope fade. That was the life of one woman in the Bible. The scripture tells us she had an issue of blood, a constant bleeding that not only made her physically weak but also socially isolated. According to the Jewish law, she was considered unclean, Leviticus 15 verses 25 to 27. That meant she couldn't go to the temple to worship. She couldn't be in crowds. She couldn't even be embraced by loved ones without making them ceremonially unclean. She had spent all her money on doctors, but instead of getting better, she grew worse. Her condition wasn't just medical. It was emotional, spiritual, and social. She was alone. Rejected. Hopeless. But then, she heard about Jesus. The healer. The miracle worker. The one who opened blind eyes, made the lame walk, and even cleansed lepers. One day, she found out he was passing through her town. The streets were packed with people pressing around him. Now, remember, according to the law, she wasn't even supposed to be there. But desperation will push you to break through fear. She said in her heart, "If I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole." Matthew 9 verse 21. This wasn't just wishful thinking. It was faith in action. So, she pushed through the crowd. Maybe she kept her head down, maybe she hid her face. Her body was weak, but her faith was strong. And finally, she got close enough to stretch out her hand and touch the hem of his garment. In that instant, the bleeding stopped. The pain vanished. Strength returned. Jesus suddenly stopped walking. The crowd was still pushing in, but he turned and said, "Who touched me?" The disciples were confused. They said, "Lord, everyone is pressing against you, and you ask who touched you?" But Jesus knew this was different. He said, "Someone touched me, for I perceive that power has gone out from me." Luke 8 verse 46. The woman knew she couldn't hide. Trembling, she came forward, fell at his feet, and told him the whole truth. And here's the beautiful part, Jesus didn't just heal her body. He restored her dignity. He called her daughter, the only time in Scripture he used that title for a woman. He said, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace, and be healed of your affliction." Mark 5 verse 34. In that moment, she wasn't just physically healed. She was spiritually embraced, emotionally restored, and publicly affirmed. Lessons for us today. 1. Faith can push past fear. This woman risked shame, rejection, and even punishment to get to Jesus. Sometimes we must push through obstacles to reach our breakthrough. 2. A single touch of faith is enough. She didn't need to have a conversation with Jesus before the miracle, she just reached out in faith. 3. Jesus sees individuals, not just crowds. In the middle of the multitudes, he noticed her. He notices you, too. 4. Healing is more than physical. Jesus not only healed her sickness but also restored her identity. Friend, maybe you feel unworthy. Maybe life has drained you. Maybe people have written you off. But Jesus is still passing by today. And one touch of faith, one cry from your heart, can change everything. The question is, will you push through the crowd and reach out to him?